nobody's trying to hurt you. It's just how, if you were a central banker today, what would you do? Because the system would collapse if you raised interest rates. The system would collapse if you don't keep on, and so they're stuck. And that's what, and I'm not sure how many in this room. I actually should, by a show of hands, how many people hold Bitcoin? Not bad, not bad. What I would recommend highly for anybody who doesn't, get off zero, like today.
All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to share with you the latest news involving Cardano, involving XRP, involving lower cap altcoins, and of course, what's happening with Bitcoin. If you're interested in making money with cryptocurrency, click subscribe right now. We drop a video every single day demystifying this cryptocurrency market. Let's jump in, and let's start by talking about this clip. As you saw, this is Jeff Booth, who is an author, tech investor, heavily respected in traditional finance, speaking at an international conference all about economics. Listen to this 2-minute clip of Jeff Booth explaining that central banks all over the world are screwed. They're screwed if they stop printing money, and they're also screwed if they keep printing more money. And while all this is happening, the Bitcoin network is only getting bigger. You've heard the first 30 seconds. Listen to the full clip. This is history being taught in present time.
Nobody's trying to hurt you. It's just how, if you were a central banker today, what would you do? Because the system would collapse if you raised interest rates. The system would collapse if you don't keep on, and so they're stuck. And that's what, and I'm not sure how many in this room. I actually should, by a show of hands, how many people hold Bitcoin? Not bad, not bad. What I would recommend highly for anybody who doesn't, get off zero, like today. We'll talk a little bit about it. But what is it? It's an open, decentralized network that's expanding really fast, that's lowering threshold costs, that's open for anybody, and no one can stop it. It's impossible to stop. And I'm sure there'll be some questions there, but and what I like about it, I don't need wealth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin could go to zero for me. That's actually not why I'm in it. But if you think about this as a transition mechanism to get to the other side, we know we're in a system that can't work. And I like to think of business examples in a company, and most times in a company, what a company does is drive them off the cliff by protecting the status quo. And if you looked at what central bankers today and all of this entire globe, it's driving them off of a cliff by protecting the status quo. And what the greatest companies do is they put a research lab outside of the main company that does something different. Think iPhone. Blocked from the rest of the company. Nobody even knew it was there because it had to emerge without this thinking to be the new company. And you need, and what I'd call that is, you need to think of this as a network transfer. People need to move to a system, because if you measured your world in Bitcoin, you would see what I'm talking about. You'll see deflation forever.
All right, good clip. Like it, support it, get this information out to as many people as possible, and give me your thoughts on Jeff's perspective. What do you think? Comment down below. And in my opinion, those are the conversations that are happening globally right now behind closed doors with economists. Yes, I get it. The crypto market is dipping today, but Bitcoin isn't a bubble. It's the pin for the traditional financial system, in my opinion. Let's talk about altcoins, because while the market is dipping, the best thing we can do, in my opinion, is keep learning and stay in tune with the progress happening. And I will say real quick that voting ends tonight at midnight. If you have ever gotten value from Altcoin Daily, if you appreciate our news coverage, head on over, link down below, and prove this community right here is the best community in crypto. Literally takes 30 seconds, link down below. And next up, big piece of news for Crypto.com. Crypto.com to sponsor Latin America's leading soccer competition, The company will serve as an official partner of the CONMEBOL Libertadores Cup starting in 2023. It also plans to develop competition-related NFTs. So this is a big win for Crypto.com in Latin America. Because as a reminder, after renaming the Staples Arena in LA in a $700 million deal in November, Singapore-based crypto exchange Crypto.com will become an official partner of Latin America's leading soccer competition. Through an agreement with CONMEBOL, the governing body for soccer in South America, Crypto.com will serve as an official partner of CONMEBOL Libertadores from 2023 to 2026, and as a licensee of the competition's official NFTs as of 2022. In a direct quote from their CEO, Crypto.com, of why they chose this partnership, our research shows Latin America is leading the way in embracing cryptocurrency, with 40% of Latin Americans saying they're interested in buying crypto in the near future. Naturally, we were eager to support the continent's most important football competition. So, if you hold Crow Token, you like this, pretty cool to see the progress. Next up, the man, the legend, Mark Cuban, silencing the haters and singing the praises of AAVE in response to this tweet. Then please, Mark, show us the business case for decentralized applications that isn't tied to gambling or illegal activities. If you have a legitimate use case where a dApp would be the best solution out of all the alternatives, then please lay it out for us. In response to that, Mark said this: "Sure, I call my bank for a loan. I want to borrow $5K against the $10K I have in a multi-year CD. Take some paperwork, a phone call or two, a few days. I go to AAVE.com where I have $10K in ETH. I want to borrow $5K. Takes me about 2 minutes and it's done." That's the power of decentralized finance. That's the power of AAVE, according to Mark Cuban. Pretty cool. And next up, before we get to Cardano, before we get to XRP, I want to take 60 seconds and thank sponsor of the channel, the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. Introducing the BlockFi Rewards Visa Signature credit card, where you can earn an unlimited 1.5% back in Bitcoin on every single purchase. And what differentiates this card from the handful of competitors out there is with this card, there is no annual fee, which I like. There are no foreign transaction fees, which I love. And you can see if you're pre-approved in minutes with no impact to your credit. I will put a link down below. That's blockfi.com/altcoindailycc. Link down below. And if you use our link, get 3.5% back on every single purchase in Bitcoin during your first 3 months. Think about this. When you buy groceries this week, some of you will be earning 1.5% back in Bitcoin, and some of you won't. Which one are you going to be? That's blockfi.com/altcoindailycc. Link down below. And let's keep moving. An update on Cardano. Hoskinson believes this is critical for the long-term viability of Cardano. Well, what is this? What is the next update we should expect? Recently, a Cardano developer noted on Twitter that the network needs to implement an alternative node as it is critical for the success of our blockchain because they want to bring diversity of developers to the Cardano ecosystem. As Charles Hoskinson replied, "Client diversity is critical for the long-term viability of Cardano. I'd love to see a TypeScript, Rust, and Haskell client all working together and certified against the formal specifications." If that sounds too technical, let me explain. Basically, on Cardano right now, the protocols currently deployed on Cardano's mainnet only have one implementation in the Haskell language. This has a smaller developer community when compared to other programming languages, which obviously slows growth, right? You want many languages, many developer communities participating, and an alternative node implementation in a language with a larger developer community enables rapid prototyping of new ideas, experimentation, and diversity of thought in non-key areas such as networking protocols. It also provides a great foundation to build different sidechains on top. So what this means to you, this was the public conversation that Charles had with his developers on Twitter, and they're saying, yes, let's go for this. Let's bring as many communities of developers as we can into this ecosystem. I'll keep you updated. And next up, some quick piece of news involving XRP and Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit says, "I have zero interest in investing in litigation against the SEC." So he was asked about this on CNBC a few days ago, and he's saying that basically an investment in XRP right now is an investment in an ongoing SEC lawsuit, which he'll stay out of. "I have zero interest in investing in litigation against the SEC. That is a very bad idea. And I have no interest in being a crypto cowboy and getting anybody unhappy with me because I have so many assets in the real world that I've invested in already that I have to be compliant." So I thought this was interesting perspective because Kevin O'Leary is a heavily respected investor in traditional finance. He's a new Bitcoin bull. He's an even bigger DeFi bull, but he's staying away from XRP for now. Give me your thoughts. If you're part of the XRP army, give me your general take on this. What do you think? But that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow with an interview. Just a reminder, Aaron and I will be in the Miami Decentral NFT conference Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and getting back Thursday. So for the next 3-ish days, expect interviews. And if you still want the news, follow us on Twitter. We will be covering the news live via tweets.